Welcome all. In this video, we will discuss about chemical bonding. What is chemical bonding? The chemical bonding is the force of attraction. It is the force of attraction between two or more atoms in a molecule that keeps them together. आप लोगों ने इतने ढेर सारे मॉलिक्यूल्स देखे H2O, you have seen NH3, CO2. Now all these are the molecules. Magnesium chloride, right? Then we have got zinc oxide. In all these molecules, the various atoms which are of different elements, they have combined together and they have formed a molecule. Even the atoms of the same element. These are the molecules of hydrogen and oxygen having the atoms of the same element, and they are also together. Now the question arises, why or what keeps the atoms which are present in these molecules together so that a molecule can be formed? The answer is the force of attraction between these atoms of various elements in order to form a molecule, and we know that molecule is a stable entity, right? So chemical bonding is the force of attraction. Now this chemical bonding and the force of attraction between these two atoms, why at all it exists? The atoms which do not have their octet complete, or we can say that have got their incomplete octet. Atoms with incomplete octet are unstable, right? So when the atoms are unstable, they tend to become or they tend to gain the stability. And how will they gain the stability? By completing their octet, right? The aim of every atom is to complete the octet. How will it complete the octet? By losing or gaining or sharing of valence electrons, right? In our valency line, we have discussed about that which particular atom is going to lose, gain or share the electrons. So here the atoms, if they have got incomplete octet, they need to become stable so that they can form the molecules, and in order to become stable they need to have a complete octet, right? So here the question is, which particular atom is going to lose or gain or share the electron? Which electron? The valence electrons, because we know the valence electrons are the one that actually take part in the chemical reaction. And how do they take part in the chemical reaction? By either getting lost or gained by another atom. So now let us discuss the type of atom which is going to lose or gain the electron. We know that valence electrons are the one that determines the chemical properties of the elements. So if an atom has got the valence electrons ranging from 1 to 3, 1 2 3, अगर किसी एटम के पास कितने वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं, either 1 or 2 or 3, then it is considered as मेटल, राइट। और अगर किसी एटम के पास द नंबर ऑफ वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन रेंजेस फ्रॉम 4 to 7, then broadly, if we divide the elements into two parts, metals and non-metals, then broadly the valence electrons from 4 to 7 are present in non-metals, right? So in order to understand this chemical bonding, this is a very important concept. This concept will determine that whether one type of bonding will exist or the other type of. So atoms with 1 to 3 range of valence electrons behaves as metals, and any atom that has got a range of 4 to 7 valence electrons behaves as a non-metal. Now, what is the importance of metal and non-metal in the whole process of chemical bonding? Let's have a look. Let us take an example of a metal first. We know that sodium has the atomic number 11, right? So the configuration becomes 2, 8, 1, K, L, M, right? Since here the valence shell, that is M, has got one valence electron, so here the sodium acts as a metal, right? Not an issue here. Now this sodium, when is treated with an atom of chlorine, Na plus Cl. Now please notice here that I am not writing Cl2. मैं ऐसे नहीं लिख रही हूँ, although I should have written it like this because chlorine is a diatomic gas. But here, since we are discussing the formation of bond that takes place between two atoms, right? So here I am not writing Cl2, I am only writing Cl. The atomic number of chlorine is 17. So what will be the configuration? It is going to be 2, 8, 7, K, L, M. So since it has got 7 valence electrons, so here it is considered as non-metal. So now let us see how the formation of a bond occurs between a metal and a non-metal. We know that the combination or combining of two atoms occur in order to form a molecule. So here basic aim of both the atoms is to gain the stability. And how are they going to gain the stability? By forming a chemical bond between them by completing their octet. You can see ना तो सोडियम का और ना ही क्लोरीन का octet complete है. That means both the atoms are unstable, right? They being unstable, their aim is to become stable. And how are they going to become stable? By completing their octet. Now let us see what can be done so that they both acquire this octet. For that, see, this sodium has got this one extra electron. It is 2, 8, 1. So this one electron is extra in its M shell. If somehow this sodium is able to lose this one electron, then automatically this M shell will not be there anymore. The L shell already has 8 electrons, and as a result, when M shell will be gone after the loss of electrons, L shell automatically will become the valence shell, and here the octet is complete. Fine. Okay. Now have a look at the configuration of chlorine. It is 2, 8, 7. This 7 is short of just one electron. So if the chlorine is able to get that one electron, then what will happen? Its octet will be completed. So this is what is going to happen in this reaction between Na plus Cl. Now see what happens. I am simply drawing the valence electrons here. This is one valence electron of sodium and these are 7 valence electrons of chlorine. Here what will happen? One electron will be transferred to chlorine when they both are reacting with one another. And see what will happen after the transfer of the electron. This one electron is transferred, right? And sodium now gets a configuration of 2, 8 because one electron from the valence shell has already gone. And Cl, what will be the configuration? 2, 8, 8 because this electron of sodium has been gained by the chlorine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 1 electron of sodium. So you can see that the octet of chlorine is now complete, which I have shown here. तो क्या हमने देखा? During the formation of this molecule, जो sodium था, उसका octet has been completed in the valence shell, which is Kl. After the molecule is formed, this M shell has not been depicted over here. M shell नहीं बनाया है मैंने, क्यों? क्योंकि M shell is not there anymore क्योंकि ये एक इलेक्ट्रॉन ऑलरेडी ट्रांसफर हो गया. और दूसरे में देखो यहाँ पर KLM, जहाँ पर पहले 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स थे, now it has got 8 electrons. Why? Because it has gained, इसने लिया है इलेक्ट्रॉन फ्रॉम द सोडियम. तो आप देख रहे हैं कि वन ऑफ द टू एटम्स जो कि इस मॉलिक्यूल, कौन सा मॉलिक्यूल बन रहा है? सोडियम क्लोराइड का. तो सोडियम क्लोराइड में एक एटम ने, सोडियम ने अपना एक इलेक्ट्रॉन लूज किया, जबकि क्लोरीन ने एक इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन किया. ठीक है? एंड एज अ रिजल्ट दोनों का जो ऑक्टेट था वो कंप्लीट हो गया. देयरफॉर ये जो आपका मॉलिक्यूल फॉर्म हुआ सोडियम क्लोराइड का, ये एक स्टेबल मॉलिक्यूल फॉर्म हुआ. क्यों? क्योंकि इस मॉलिक्यूल के जो ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट एटम्स हैं, ये दोनों के दोनों का ऑक्टेट कंप्लीट है. हेंस बोथ अटेन्ड स्टेबिलिटी, जो इनिशियली हमने डिस्कस किया था, स्टेबिलिटी ऑफ द मॉलिक्यूल. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. नाउ द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. Once the electron is lost by the sodium, what do you think will happen to the atom of sodium as such? उसके पास अब टोटल में से 1 electron is lesser. हमें मालूम है that number of protons should be equal to the number of electrons. Before this electron was lost, the number of protons were 11, which were equal to the number of electrons, right? The both proton and electrons were equal to one another. लेकिन once the electron got lost, चला गया. Now, after the transfer of one electron, what will happen to the number of protons? The number of protons will still remain the same. The number of protons will still remain the same क्योंकि protons पर कुछ नहीं हुआ है. Protons still will be the same. लेकिन electrons का नंबर अब कितना हो गया? 1 electron was transferred. तो सोडियम के पास अपने कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स बचे? 8 plus 2. How many? 10. Right? So since number of electron is 1 lesser than the number of protons, so while this sodium chloride molecule is formed, in this molecule the sodium will acquire a positive charge since it has got one electron short, or in other words, it has got one extra positive charge which is not being counterbalanced by an electron. And what will happen to chlorine? Since chlorine had protons which were equal to 17, atomic number क्या होता है क्लोरीन का? 17. So since the number of protons were 17 and number of electrons were also 17, कब? Before the gain of electrons. लेकिन जब ये रिएक्शन कंप्लीट हो गया तो नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स क्लोरीन के पास कितने हो गए? द नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स are now 18 because it has gained one electron. That means it has got one extra negative charge. So after the formation of the molecule, the chlorine will have a negative charge. So that means this stable molecule is formed with the help of ions. राइट यानी ये जो हमारा स्टेबल मॉलिक्यूल बना सोडियम क्लोराइड का, जिसमें सोडियम का भी ऑक्टेट कंप्लीट है और जिसमें क्लोरीन का भी ऑक्टेट कंप्लीट है, इसमें जो हमारे रिजल्टेंट पार्टिकल्स आए, इस मॉलिक्यूल के रिजल्टेंट पार्टिकल्स दे बिकेम चार्ज्ड. राइट, जब हमने रिएक्शन शुरू किया था देन एट दैट टाइम दे वर सिंपली एटम्स. राइट, दे वर सिंपली एटम्स. लेकिन जिस समय रिएक्शन कंप्लीट हुआ और हमारा मॉलिक्यूल फॉर्म हुआ, उस टाइम पर जो हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट पार्टिकल्स थे दे वर नो मोर एटम्स. एटम्स नहीं है, क्या बन गए? आयंस बन गए. क्यों बन गए? क्योंकि एक एटम lost the electron and the other atom gained the electron, and that is why they acquired a charge. Now the third question, why the molecule, even though it has a charge in it, we still do not write in the formula this charge. जब आप फॉर्मूला लिखते हो सोडियम क्लोराइड का तो आप ये चार्ज डिपिक्ट नहीं करते हो, आप ऐसे लिखते हैं सोडियम क्लोराइड सिंपली. राइट, आप इसमें कहीं पर भी चार्ज डिपिक्ट नहीं करते. क्यों नहीं करते हैं? बिकॉज मॉलिक्यूल्स आर न्यूट्रल. Molecules are neutral in nature. Neutral मतलब they do not have any charge. लेकिन यहाँ तो हमें चार्ज दिखाई दे रहा है. यहाँ नोटिस करिए चार्ज तो दिखाई दे रहा है बट दिस चार्ज इज इक्वल इन नंबर. जितना नंबर ऑफ पॉजिटिव चार्ज आपको यहाँ दिखाई दे रहा है दिस इज इक्वल टू द ऑपोजिट नंबर ऑफ चार्जेस. अगर एक पॉजिटिव है तो दूसरा भी एक ही नेगेटिव है. तो इसका एक्सप्लेनेशन क्या हुआ? सिंस द नंबर ऑफ पॉजिटिव चार्जेस और पॉजिटिवली चार्ज आयन is equal to the negatively charged ions, or the number of positive charges are equal to the number of negative charges in this molecule. So these charges counterbalance each other's effect. एक दूसरे के इफेक्ट को क्या करते हैं? काउंटर बैलेंस कर देते हैं. तो जब काउंटर बैलेंस हो गया तो हमारा जो रिजल्टेंट मॉलिक्यूल आएगा, वो कैसा आएगा? वो न्यूट्रल आएगा. I hope this is clear to all. This kind of an bonding, ये जो हमने बॉन्डिंग देखी जिसमें हमने क्या क्या यूज किया था? हमने यूज किया था एक मेटल, राइट, और क्या यूज किया था? एक नॉन मेटल. ठीक है, इस पूरी प्रोसेस में एक मेटल और नॉन मेटल यूज हुआ था जिसमें हमने देखा था द मेटल ट्रांसफर द electrons to the non-metal, right? And that result in the formation of a molecule containing ions. Such a bond we call as ionic bond. Why do we call it as ionic bond? Because the resultant new molecule contains ions in it. That is why the name ionic bond. ठीक है? And apart from ionic bond, this bond is also known as electrovalent bond. So आप ionic bond कहिए, electrovalent bond कहिए, the meaning is same. Alright? So how do we identify? अगर आपके पास मान लीजिए एक molecule दिया हुआ है, suppose I say, okay, fine, tell me CaO. खाली फॉर्मूला दिया हुआ है, कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड. Now I ask you, determine, बताइए कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड में आयनिक बॉन्ड प्रेजेंट है या नहीं है. सो हाउ विल यू डिटरमिन? सिंपल, कुछ नहीं करना है, आपको सिर्फ एक चीज करनी है, वो है EC. EC मतलब इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन. किसका करना है? कैल्शियम का और ऑक्सीजन का. कैल्शियम का कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, कैल्शियम का एटॉमिक नंबर याद होना चाहिए. जो फर्स्ट 20 एलिमेंट्स है उनके एटॉमिक नंबर प्लीज लर्न. नाउ कैल्शियम इज 20, सो कॉन्फ़िगरेशन बना 2 8 8 2. फाइन. ऑक्सीजन, द एटॉमिक नंबर इज 8, सो कॉन्फ़िगरेशन बना 2 6. ठीक है. The valence number of electrons, have a look. The valence electrons of calcium are 2. तो ये मेटल है या नॉन मेटल है? Obviously this is a metal. क्यों? क्योंकि मेटल्स में वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की रेंज क्या होती है? 1 2 3, और ये तो 2 है, so obviously calcium is a metal. तो हमने डिटरमिन कर लिया मेटल. सिमिलरली ऑक्सीजन का देखो, वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कितने हैं? 6 है, तो यानी ये क्या हुआ? नॉन मेटल हुआ. क्यों हुआ? क्योंकि नॉन मेटल्स के वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का रेंज क्या है? 4 to 7. तो जब एक मेटल है और दूसरा नॉन मेटल है, सो वी नो दैट द बॉन्ड फॉर्म बिटवीन अ मेटल एंड अ नॉन मेटल इज आयनिक बॉन्ड और इलेक्ट्रोवैलेंट बॉन्ड. तो सिंपली आप फॉर्मूला देखकर भी ये आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं वेदर इट इज एन आयनिक बॉन्ड और एन इलेक्ट्रोवैलेंट बॉन्ड. Class, in the next lecture I will discuss with you the covalent bond. Thank you.